everyone. We are back.
What's up, losers?
So 7.
What's up, losers?
This guy. Now we're losing. This guy goes 3-0.
You guys are losers.
We've been hearing
I'm
it
telling you,
all
I'm going to take
the
this
middle of the
guy's
week.
picks.
Last
Hopefully win
week,
some money.
I went 3-0 in my weekly picks, bitches. Bang!
I tell you when you could have got a win. I was in Tampa Bay, but your quarterback is terrible. We'll get to that though. We'll get to that.
We have to.
We have to.
We're only on week 2.
No, we're definitely the way he's talking. We're definitely gonna have to get to this.
Nah, he changed his words. He changed his words. He said he didn't.
Yeah.
We're
gonna get to that.
They always backtrack after they said what they really want to say.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to him.
All right, so let's go quickly over our picks. I went 3-0. Bills -8, Chiefs -3.5, and Cowboys -8.5. I am now sitting at the top at 4-2 for the year.
Good for you. You got to win somewhere.
I told Tone to take my picks, and no, I'm the gambling god. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he went 0-3. How about that?
He might have had a couple of drinks before he got on. Don't you think? Maybe?
Nah, 0-3.
Maybe.
I think.
I agree with D. He probably had a couple of drinks.
And he was trying to. I think he was trying to like simmer it down because he had a couple of waters on the show.
Yeah, he did.
Which was weird to see. I don't really see that.
I didn't mention. I saw it. I didn't mention it.
Yeah, so I'm
Just
like,
let it go.
I'm like, is this guy drinking the water? I'm like, but I thought he was trying to get it back to normal, but maybe he had a couple. So he'll probably get better as time goes on.
So yeah, Tone went 0-3. He picked the Giants -2.5, Giants -4.5, and the Bears money line. That was a big mistake. 0-3. Danny went 1-2. He had the Bills -8.5, 49ers at 7.
It was my first win, I think.
And the Jets at 8.5. No, you won last week.
Oh, I did win the week before. Yes,
You had the Jags last week, so you sitting at 2-4. Mike went 2-1 last week with the Bengals -3, Chiefs -3.5, and he picked the Titans to +2.5. Mike now sits at 3-3. D picked the 49ers -7, which the game ended.
Let's talk about. Can
7
we talk
points.
about that? Like, does it not seem as if like the referees and the players know what the fuck is going on?
And the funny thing is,
Sean McVay knew what was going on. He said, "We're gonna lose this game."
You're down 10. Why the fuck are the referees grabbing the ball and hauling ass to put the ball down to hurry up? Who gives a fuck? It's down 10. You can't win. It's 5 seconds left in the game.
They gotta do their jobs.
Even the commentators had mentioned it. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Come on, really?
On too many flags.
National TV, man.
No, national TV.
So you had the 49ers -7, Bills -8, and the Lions -4.5. You went 1-2 to go to 3-3 on the year. So standings right now, Paulo's at 4-2. D's at 3-3, Mike's at 3-3, Danny's 2-4, and Tone is 2-4.
All right.
So I'm wondering if that 49er game was a 7.5 spread at one point and got dropped down to 7.
On Friday night it was 7 on ESPN.
I seen it at 7.5. I had it at 7.5.
I saw it at 7.5, and then it went down. You said y'all said 7.
Interesting.
Bro, I'm telling you, I had switched over to the game, and I'm like, oh, they're up 10. I'm good. I got this one in the back. And then I go through Bleacher Report, and I'm watching. I'm like, for all the bettors who put this must be pissed off. And I'm like, no, this must be another game. And I go and see it. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, and then I'm seeing the referee, like, haul ass, grab the ball, run to put the ball so this kicker, so Stafford could like spike the ball. I'm like, what the fuck?
That ref got paid, bro.
Oh, somebody got paid there. Somebody got paid. You ain't gonna tell me.
They saw the odds. They saw the odds. 7.5. What?
I mean, McVay was like, we lost this game. A lot of other people about to lose too.
Yeah, they definitely know what's going on there.
So one game we're gonna talk about our team's performance on Sunday, and we're gonna start with you, Danny. So, Giants give up 60 unanswered points
to start the season.
I mean, everybody was just bashing them, and shit, it was what 28-7.
Yeah,
28-7.
28-7.
It was 20
3 minutes left,
right?
Yeah, 20
at halftime. 28-7 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bang! Here comes Daniel Jones.
But let's call it second half. Let's call it in the first half. He was Daniel Jones. Second half, he went inside the locker room or his phone booth, and he came out as Danny Dimes. Bro, the motherfucker showed out, bro. Listen, Danny, before you break down your team's performance, right? In a half, he's the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for 250 plus yards, 2 passing touchdowns, rush for 50 plus, and a rushing touchdown. It's never happened in NFL. In a half. So you can all say, listen, not everybody's a fan of the guy, right? And everyone can say Saquon is the best player on that team, which we all can say we agree on, right? But that game was won because of him.
Yes.
That's all.
He did his thing. He did his thing.
Y'all know how much I love Daniel Jones, but
oh yes, we definitely do.
That second half performance was lights out. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better performance and to pretty much dig the Giants out of a fucking deep grave, because now you got Barkley out for a couple of games.
Well, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. They're saying 3 weeks.
A bath on Epsom salt. Bath with Epsom salt.
But
the best thing for the Giants is that they play tomorrow night, and then the week 4 matchup I think is Monday night.
It's Monday night.
Right.
Monday night.
So they get a little bit more rest.
They're gonna give him rest.
And if I'm them, I sit him down because he's saying he could.
Of course,
he could play. And if
they already ruled him out
Thursday night, he can possibly play if it was a Sunday. Listen, you're going against a top team in the NFL. Sit him out. Sit Andrew Thomas out. Let him rest another week. That week 4 performance, that game against the Seattle Seahawks is going to be a huge game. But
they need the rest.
That game in Arizona.
Danny, what was
huge for Daniel Jones?
Put us through your little, Sunday setup while you're first half.
I know my setup. My setup is a bowl of nacho wings, a big glass of iced tea, watching Red Zone.
20-0. 20-0. Like, what are you thinking as a fan?
I'm thinking this is the worst football team I've ever seen. They were bad. They were horrible. I'm looking at them. I'm like, so this, it's the Cardinals.
How do you go from last year, right? That second half performance of last year to the beginning of this year? How does that, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, it's a new season. I mean, you can't really go off of
one. Evan Neal needs to step up. That guy's a total bust.
Disappointment right now.
That's one of the biggest parts. We need a healthy offensive line for Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley to work. It showed in game 1. It showed in the first half. You know what I mean? Even without Andrew Thomas, we need Andrew. Danny Dimes needs the time. He needs the time to throw. He needs the time to hand it off. He needs time to run. He didn't have any of that in the first quarter. In the first half, he got in the second half though. Like I said, am I impressed? Yeah, heck yeah, they won. They came back. And what he did was amazing. But it was the Cardinals,
Yeah.
Can that be done against?
That's what was surprising. That's the lead they got into.
That lies the issue right there.
It's the Cardinals, man. Cardinals is one of the worst teams in the league. They played a hell of a first half.
They forgot to do the boom, 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 boom in the second half. The first half they were boom, 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 boom all over the
place. Explosive.
Second half. Listen, you want to know how big that win for the Giants is? Pretty much, they lose that game. They're 0-2 in a division that has the other 3 teams 2-0. And so you're already behind the 8 ball in the division.
Yeah.
You're 0-2 in the conference. So, listen, the performance from Danny Dimes was good, but the teams that you have in the schedule that you should beat, take care of business. The way they came out flat that's what surprised me. The performance from week 1 to come out flat in the first half was like I was watching. I was like, what the hell is? I was like, I had them as one of my survivor picks, and I was like, I'm about to lose one because
not only you're not the only one.
I'm like, what kind of? I mean, you always go into the locker room and make second half adjustments, but I don't know.
And they did that. That's what I like.
They did,
and they threw the ball. They threw the ball.
It looked like they
threw the ball.
More control of the offense.
Yeah, he threw the ball. But like I said, at the end of the day, it was the Cardinals. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm elated.
A win's a win.
Big Blue.
A win's a win.
Win is a win. But it's against the Cardinals, man.
It shouldn't have been.
We're expected to win that game.
They still suck anyway. I don't give a shit about Daniel Jones.
They're the Mets. They're the Mets of the NFL. Talented team.
You lose that game.
Talented team, and just couldn't produce. Well, it's only week 2. We'll see.
Listen,
we'll see what happens.
You want to talk? You want to talk about your offensive problems? You want to tell your pass rushers, they're allowed to touch the quarterback because they have.
Thibodeau was praying.
They have 0 sacks in 2 weeks.
Thibodeau was praying. He was talking to God. That's why we won. Thibodeau was praying. That's why he wasn't.
I heard Strahan wants to come back
on Sundays.
Strahan wants to come back.
Strahan's got a better job now.
Enough, man. That guy makes
but Thibodeau needs to step his game up.
But that's his problem. That was his problem coming out.
Coming out of college, his motor was an issue, and that's to me, as an NFL player, as an athlete, if you get questioned of your motor, that's like being slapped, like as a man, like that's like another man slapping you. It's total disrespect. You telling an athlete, bro, your motor is terrible. You got no motor in you, and that's what he was told in college, and that's what he's being told now. To me, that's a problem.
To have 0 sacks,
and that's probably why he wasn't the first pick in the draft, because he shows the potential.
Well, he went into
he may step up. He may step it up at the end of the season. He may step up.
Yeah, but it might be too late.
He did it last year.
But you don't. How about he steps up at the end of the season? But how about if it's too late? I don't need you to step up when
with our record, with our schedule. I feel, can we sneak in? Yes.
Your next 3 games.
We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win the division with the squad. Not just
yet. Your next 3 games is
need more talent.
At San Francisco tomorrow, then home Monday night against Seattle, and then you guys go week 5 to Miami.
2 else.
So that win, that comeback win was big.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Because if they lose that game, you'll probably be looking at 0-5 to start the season.
Yep. No, I agree.
So, Mike, how about your Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
How about the Cowboys?
Hey, listen, can't ask for a better start to the season as a fan, honestly. Week one, we talked about that. And going into this week, I was, as long as we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot, I think we would. I knew we would be okay. But listen, the defense is playing outstanding, and Dak. Hey, listen, if Dak has to be a game manager, and so be it. Because with that defense, you don't have to be aggressive like you always been. And the way the one thing with the Jets game is we had the ability to. We have a number 1 receiver where he doesn't have to be in one position. We moved him around, and I think that played a big part of the game because Sauce Gardner doesn't travel.
Well, that's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. No, it's not his fault. I'm not saying
that. Robert Saleh's defense, as when he was in the Niners, believes as he has a whole bunch of fronters, his front 4, and he has a whole bunch of them which is supposed to continue to keep coming and put the pressure so he doesn't. From what I was reading, Sauce wants is okay with doing it, right?
I've seen the same thing.
And that's why Revis, to me, is one of the top and best cornerbacks in the league. He went into the game and said, "That's the best. I want him, and I'm gonna shut him down the whole game." Right? But
And you can't blame. I mean, that's a good game plan. I'm not going to play to your advantage. I'm going to use my guy, move him around. Your guy doesn't move, so why would I? After the game, on Inside the NFL, you seen Dak and Sauce talking. Sauce says it like, yo, like you stood away from me, and Dak said, why would I even bother trying to throw at? The one time he did throw it was almost a pick six. Like, you know what I mean?
See, what I'm not liking about this whole shit thing is they're beating the hell out of Zach Wilson, right? Which he didn't have the greatest game, right? Which because he did go up against a tough defense, right? But to me personally, you put the blame on the coach. Like, if you hear, like, if any type of person, if you hear, okay, you're going against a good offense, but their number 2 receiver is out.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
Michael Gallup is.
He's gone.
He's MIA, man.
Why the fuck won't you put your whole game plan around stopping CeeDee Lamb? You stop CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
You have the confidence in controlling that run game, because Tony Pollard didn't have a great game. He had
25
game,
for 77,
which is not a good game, bro. How do you not like?
Yeah, no, I was surprised.
Sauce, listen, number 2's gone. We need you to stop number 1.
And that was my only concern going into the game. Like, I was like, when Cooks was officially out, I'm like, holy crap! I'm like, if they move Sauce around to shadow Lamb, I said this is gonna be. It might be tough. You know what I mean? But they didn't. They never did. And 143 yards later. But listen, I tried to be cautious of what I say about the Cowboys because they always break my heart, man. But I won't be. I'll be in denial to sit there and say they have shown me something. I know it's only 2 weeks. I don't care who we played. It's the NFL. I don't give a shit about the Giants' offensive line being bad. The Jets are. I don't care.
That defense looks good, man. That defense looks really good.
The defense looks good. Listen, the Jets had one play, that slant play to Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Which Malik Hooker took a bad angle and tried to wrap him up from the waist, and he broke it and went away. That's the only play. That's the only play that they had. Then fourth.
They almost had him.
No,
second time in the end
zone. There's 2 plays.
The deep play
when he tapped
the tip arm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
that was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
I think it was Lawrence who hit the tipped arm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's those 2 drives.
Listen, not taking anything from the Cowboys. Nothing at all. Right. Defense is showing up, doing their thing. Right. They played a Giants team where they demolished them. But to me, I told you that week, the weather, to me, when it's a weather game, you can't tell if the offense is that good or the offense is really that bad, or the defense is that good or the defense is that bad. Because the weather, you never know what you're going to do in that type of weather. And then with the whole Jets thing, you don't know what you're going to get because of Zach Wilson, right?
And then this week we have Arizona, so it's like
it's gonna get tough.
Week 5. Week 4 we got New England at home, and then week 5 we have
San Francisco. Right? But if you look at it, right, football is a matter of inches, right, bro? If Sauce Gardner picks off that pass, it was 10-7.
Oh no, it changes the game.
It's then 14-7, and then if Lawrence doesn't tip that arm, and that's 14 points. You know, it's a completely different ballgame, which is football, which it went the other way. You know what I mean? Which is for the Dallas, right? But other than that, the Jets did nothing. Like their game plan is what I'm talking about. Is their game plan made no sense.
It didn't
ran the ball 8 times.
Yeah.
I
don't like the fact
you got two good backs.
Breece Hall,
Breece Hall can run.
Yeah.
You got Dalvin Cook who can run.
But bro,
it's not like we ran away with them. Like, you know what I mean? It was 18-10 to start.
It was close. It was close. And that's the thing. The Cowboys don't have to do much. Like, Dak doesn't have to throw for 400 no more.
And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
And that's the thing. He doesn't have to do much, right? So he has to. His thing is going to be the running attack, right? And dip and dot. So he started the game. I think it was 13 for 13.
13 for 13.
And there you go. But my thing that's getting me pissed off is these fucking players are acting like little bitches. Bro, would you have done that if it was Aaron Rodgers behind the center? Breece Hall, you tweet 4 footballs saying that you got 4. That's nothing to do with Zach Wilson.
No.
Blame your coaching. But would you have
Yeah.
done that if Aaron Rodgers was your coach?
They got away.
the quarterback.
They got away with the running game. They didn't have to get away with the running game. You know what I
So
mean?
they rushed for 28 yards if you
Yeah.
take out Wilson's yardage.
Yeah, Wilson had 35 yards in that one drive, I think.
Yeah.
The last drive before half.
So they had a total of 28 rushing yards if you take out Wilson's stats.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Wilson. Like I said, I'm not that big on him. But bro, these players are making them already to like they're already giving up on him. Like these stupid ass tweets and Sauce Gardner deleting his account. Yo, grow the fuck up. Like it is what it is. You're in this situation.
Yeah, Rod,
He's
listen,
the
when they had
quarterback. Like the only person I'm respecting right now is Garrett Wilson. He's quiet and he's playing the fucking ball.
Listen,
You-
those social media accounts was really active when they was recruiting Rodgers, and when Rodgers coming, you can't be like that. If you're gonna stay, you lose.
Yeah, they have to support. They have to support.
They
Zach.
have to support him because
Zach.
he's already.
Yeah.
We talked about that. For me, he's already going into the season like like his mindset is already damaged from last season. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason why Aaron Rodgers became a Jet, right? But like you need to support him. And I listen, they got away from the running game. I'm not complaining because when you want to throw the ball, you let those guys, Michael Parsons, DeMarcus. I mean, we could throw a lot of people at you, but
Yeah, he had two tough defenses, the Bills, and he also and the Cowboys. First 2 weeks.
I'm not gonna.
For not playing with the first team during preseason. You know what I mean?
It was.
Yeah,
I think this kid. I think this kid's
thrown-
gonna be all right. I think this kid's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be.
He got thrown into the like Monday night, week 1. Aaron Rodgers going down. I mean, I don't think he even expected that. So, and then
No.
leading up to the Cowboys game, it was obviously the topic of conversation was about Aaron Rodgers' injury and stuff like that. But listen, when it comes to back to the Cowboys, the one thing that I haven't talked about is Dan Quinn staying as defensive coordinator is big time for us. This is our 3rd year in his system with pretty much
He should be there.
every single play besides Stephon Gilmore is in this system for the 3rd year. It's showing. And when he didn't take that second interview with Denver and decided to come back, I was all for it.
And nobody want to deal with Russell Wilson.
and I was all for it because they make
Some guys are meant to be coordinators, and he's one of them. Some guys are just you're meant to be a coordinator.
And
stay there. You know what I mean?
But everyone wants to be the coach, right? The head coach.
Of course.
Talking about the Cowboys, right? Let's like in all reality and like the bright spot, and we all see it, right? Micah Parsons is, if not the best defensive player,
Micah Parsons,
Minka, whatever you want to call it.
Micah.
If he's not the best defensive player, he's top 2,
totally agree.
top 3.
Yeah,
The guy is insane.
Everywhere.
Top 10. He's in
I'm
the top
only
10
gonna say
in the league as a player.
But
As a player,
I'm only gonna say top 2, 3 because TJ Watt is a problem as
He's
well.
up there too.
And so is Nick Bosa and Aaron Donald. Don't forget
and
Aaron
going
Donald.
back to
Aaron Donald
TJ
too.
Watt and going back to TJ Watt.
Or you guys could have had him.
We went Taco Charlton over TJ Watt. Like I'm like,
and Giants
dude,
could have had Micah Parsons.
Micah
The
Parsons.
Giants could have had Micah Parsons.
Dolphins too, right?
Yeah.
That draft.
The Dolphins could have had Jonathan
Don't
Taylor.
matter.
Dolphins had
We
everybody.
had 17. Listen, I'm not gonna listen.
Imagine
But like I
Parsons and Dexter Lawrence. Damn, nice combo.
But like I said, like it's big time to have the same defensive coordinator, same system. Majority of the players, if all of them, like I said before, just said that Stephon Gilmore is the only newcomer. Donovan Wilson is just came back to practice today, so hopefully he's available for. And if even that dude Thomas, I think he's a rookie. If he can play safety the way he's played the first 2 years, and when we get Donovan Wilson back, and we can play Wilson along the line.
Thomas from Michigan?
Nah, I don't think he's from Michigan. Nah, and if he can continue playing the way he is, and when we get Donovan Wilson back, and we can put Wilson where I think he's best fits, is hovering around where the linebackers play at. He's not a great coverage guy, but that's just more weapons. Listen,
It ain't gonna matter. Y'all gonna
here
lose
we
the next
go.
4 games anyway.
Okay, you might, hey,
Dolphins.
Hold on, but you know what it is too, Paul. Let's bring it back. So, like, I'm gonna take it to one player on your team, right? As we speak, right?
We're going to talk
Like,
about your team too.
No,
you know that, right?
Let's talk
We're
about
going to
it
have a
to
field
where-
day. with
Fuck
your
the
team.
Cowboys.
But let's talk about it to where you see Micah Parsons, right? And we spoke about Chase Claypool, right? How the guy just seems like he's not interested in football, and football is not what he cares about. But with Micah Parsons, bro, it seems like that's all he cares about. It's football, 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 football. That's the player you want. Like, that's all he like. The guy plays football and still does a podcast about football. That's all he thinks about. But
listen, you seen his numbers skyrocket for MVP. Like, I mean, it's the quarterback.
It's only 2 games. Y'all gonna lose the next 4. It don't matter.
Let's
they gonna
come
lose
on.
to Arizona.
Let's get my. I'm not trying to rush.
Hey,
I'm not trying to rush.
they
D.
almost beat
But
the
D,
Giants.
Let's
They
talk about
almost
your
beat the
Dolphins so we can
Giants.
talk about his damn. Chicago
Any given
Bears.
Sunday. Any given
So
Sunday.
it looks
God.
like the Dolphins found a running back.
Damn right, my fantasy player.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck fantasy.
What, Raheem? What?
Most start.
No.
Mustard.
26 points.
So Miami, okay, he's a good running back, right? I'm not gonna take anything from him. He's good. So Miami had an okay week, right? I wasn't. Listen, I can't take anything from the Patriots because Bill Belichick is the smartest, one of the
Hey,
smartest coaches
that was a
the
close call at the end there. Where
Yeah, why?
They were-
Because
It was the
Jason
right call, though.
Sanders is a fucking scumbag. I
That
told
was-
you they should have cut him. This guy can't make a field goal. But listen, but besides that, right? But hold on. Let's talk about the game, right? Like I said every week, I said it the first week, Tua had a great game, but he does shit that pisses me off, right? This guy must have fucking T-Rex arms and T-Rex hands. How he bobbles the snap. I don't understand how he keeps doing this shit.
Well, it was one
This is
time
the
this week,
third-
right?
But it's the third time in 2 weeks. You got
No.
fixed it.
It was, yeah.
One time this week, twice last week. He lost it the first time last week.
Same center from last year?
Same one from last year. Fix the problem.
Okay.
And
fix the
every
problem.
game, I don't understand how it looks like he's throwing all his fucking might, and Tyreek Hill has to stop and come back to get the ball, bro. That interception where the rookie came back.
that was short. That was really short.
Bro, if he leads them, it's a touchdown.
Yep.
No one's behind him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the shit.
That would have
like
been nice.
the shit
And
like that
you
is
love how
what
Chris
pisses me off.
Collinsworth and the other guy
Oh,
try to
Chris
make it seem like
Collinsworth, he's the-
try to make it seem like Christian Gonzalez was like, oh, he was toe to toe. No. He
Yo,
was
that
beat.
guy,
He
he's
was
the
beat.
best commentator in the face of this earth. I don't know what you guys
Oh,
are
I
talking about.
can't. He's the everything. I can't.
Chris
Chris
oh my
is,
God.
he's
I like
top
him too.
notch.
Danny, he's
He knows what he's
fantastic.
talking
He's
about.
one of the worst.
He knows what
I
he's
think
doing.
he's, yeah,
He's
I
an
think
idiot.
he's good.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot. But my thing is, he's a dumbass. Danny, that's sarcasm. If you don't know what that is, that's sarcasm. So the one play that like I said, that fucking pass, he drives me fucking crazy with that shit. So Bill Belichick is a genius, right? That whole the guy played 3 safeties to start the fucking game. His mindset in that game, he came out and said, Tyreek, you ain't doing shit. And he stopped him. Tyreek had, I think it was 5 for 40 yards and a touchdown, right? Didn't do shit, right? But he couldn't stop the running game, which was great, right? But and thank God the defense showed up this week. I last week I spoke shit about Bradley Chubb, and he showed up this week. Thank God, because Jalen Phillips.
He
didn't
heard
play.
you. He heard you.
The whole
He
run,
must have heard- he must have heard the podcast.
the run defense alone was a whole 360.
He must have heard the podcast of me talking shit. That Jason Sanders is driving me up a fucking wall. That one time when he got blocked, which was I've never
That shit
seen
was
shit
crazy.
like that, where the guy goes to the side and just starts running, insane, right? But that touchdown that they scored, right? I think it was a third down, third and goal, where Hunter Henry scored. That shouldn't have been a touchdown if it was me, because he went out 1 yard, blocked, let go of the ball, went into the and you can't touch the ball.
No, that's an offensive pass interference. They were saying.
So
That's
it should have been a flag and bad.
Yeah, so it's been 10 yards back. Yeah.
So the referees this year, to me, have done a shit job. And once that shit, once I saw that, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And then the fucking block field, and I'm like, this is typical fucking Dolphin shit. It's gonna cost us. We're gonna lose this fucking game, right? And then all of a sudden, Mike Gesicki gets the ball, and then he's throwing it back, and the line. I'm like, look at this fucking bullshit. And thank God we got away with it, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna take it as it wasn't 100% of a game, right? But it is Bill Belichick, which Tua goes now 5-0 against, which is shockingly insane. And I'll take the 2-0, especially 2 road games against 2 good AFC
in the conference too.
And wasn't it Paulo's second place AFC East Patriots?
Who the hell knows what this guy's standing?
I don't think that good.
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
wasn't
Paulo,
it?
Didn't he have him 2? You had him with 2 wins, so the Dolphins got 2. So they're going to lose the next 15, right?
I mean, it's still possible, yeah. You got 15 more games left.
Let me ask you a question. So Jason Saunders drives you crazy. How about Eli Apple? Is he going to drive you crazy?
Oh, he's got to go. I'm done. I'm hoping.
It's surprising that he's still in the league. This Eli.
Seriously, yeah.
You know,
I don't know why he got. I don't know. Out of everybody that was available, I don't know why he was the one picked up. And what I don't understand is he looked like he was the one that was opposite of Xavier Howard, right?
Yeah, he was.
Xavier Howard, I don't know what you're doing in the offseason, bro, but you should be wearing rubbers. I don't know how you impregnated 4 girls at the same time.
The same time, man.
Holy shit, bro! But
this guy smashing like Magic Johnson, bro.
I do not understand how he's opposite of Xavier Howard.
Like, who's your other cornerback?
Canoe.
Oh, yeah.
He had a great game against against the Chargers. He shut down Mike Williams.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I was watching the game. I was like, yeah, Eli Apples until Jalen Ramsey comes back. And hopefully he comes back for you guys.
Hopefully he comes back. Yeah,
I understood the whole fact of Jalen Phillips being hurt, which was not good for us, and he didn't want to play. And Van Ginkel showed up.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Replacement. And with Van
one
Ginkel
of the best names in the NFL, Van Ginkel.
Is that the white dude?
Yeah, with the long hair. With Van Ginkel having to take his place, David Long got to play junior, and he played good on as a linebacker.
He was all over the place too.
And that's why I liked him as an addition. So, but he didn't play week 1. So the defense did really well.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him one more win because Van Ginkel, whatever the fuck you want to call his.
Phillips got hurt. Phillips got hurt on practice on Friday, so that's why he was out.
Media practice.
Because I was like, when I seen that he was out, I was like, I didn't hear anything leading up to Friday. Like he wasn't even on the report. Well, he obviously had to be on the report, but I was like, I thought that was it had to be last minute, but I don't know. But I think the run defense for you guys that's a whole 360, and if that could happen, that just benefits you guys even more.
No, so overall,
you don't want that. You don't want to stop. You don't want to.
They should have lost that game. That's all I know.
No, we could have, but overall, we stepped it up, and I'll take the 2-0
on
the road.
2-0. 2-0. We ain't complaining.
I'll take it. No, I'll take it.
I'm not complaining.
No, this is
15 more games.
Come on, let's go.
I mean, the Bears are who we thought they were. Right?
Are they?
Plain and simple.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
We didn't expect it. This is pathetic right now.
Listen,
I knew that, man.
Shut up. Daniel Jones sucks.
I didn't think that.
God.
Justin Fields sucks, man.
No, he's pissing me off.
I don't. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until 4 weeks. Too much hype on
the kid, man.
I'm gonna wait until the 4th week. There is a lot of pressure. I think he's feeling. He's feeling the pressure. Okay. Last year, I think he was running for his fucking life. Right? Those weren't even designed fucking running plays. He was running. Right? Now everybody, you bring in DJ Moore, you got Claypool, you got Mooney back. So these coaches are fucking what he said today was accurate. Right?
Oh, let's please
talk
about that.
The coaches want him to throw, and there was so many times during that game you saw an open receiver, and he completely missed it. He's holding on to the ball way too long. I think he's thinking too much about being
Thinking he
better,
wants to run.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And I mean, there's plenty of times where he could have just took off, run for your fucking life like you did. But no, he's staying, trying to be this pocket passer, which he's fucking not. We all agree, right? He's not a pocket passer. He has the capabilities of
But
being a Lamar
that's
Jackson.
what it sounds like they want. But that's what they sound like, because like Daryl Johnson, right, was the one that commentated the game on Sunday. And when I was watching it, he said like leading up to Sunday against Tampa during the practice, the coaching staff, put that in his head to just take more shots, be in the pocket, take shots down the field. And I feel like his clock in his brain is like, all right, if his first progression is not there, he just wants to take off. So,
but then you're not a quarterback.
No.
I know you're not. But so it's like, I don't know what
You're
he wants.
a two-way. You're a two-way. He's a two-way quarterback, right? You're either gonna throw it and run or throw it.
No, but the way you're saying it is he's stepping back, but his main thing is I'm ready to run. That's not a quarterback. That's not a quarterback. Because Jalen Hurts is the same way, but he goes through the progression after progression after progression.
But that's like the
That's what I'm saying. I think the clock in his head. Like, we always hear about
Jalen Hurts also has way better fucking coaches than we fucking have.
Your coaches are a problem. But what I don't like about Justin Fields is he's acting like a child. Like, let's grow up.
Go into the media?
Yeah, the thing is, like, they asked him I think it was on Sunday about this and this and that, and his response is, "Oh, it is what it is." Bro, that's not a response. It's not. It is what it is. It's on you. And then you say,
I think
they ask you questions and it's the coaches. No. Like,
he's
stop
frustrated.
But it's him too. It can't be frustrated about the coaching.
It's on him.
I think it's him.
We can't pass. We can't pass the ball. We fucking can't run the ball. We can't play defense. We're like the fourth worst team in the league in defense. We have one fucking sack.
Money on there, man.
We have one sack.
Yeah, it's. I know it's only 2 weeks in, man, but
bro, Michigan can beat this team, and Michigan fucking sucks.
No,
what?
No.
What?
No college.
They don't suck.
Bro, this team is fucking trash. No. The Bears have, and then to make matters worse, you got FBI agents in your defensive coordinator's house.
Peanut Tillman.
And Peanut Tillman snitched on that shit because he's an FBI agent.
Oh, is it?
Peanut Tillman?
Yeah,
He's
an FBI agent. That's how it came out. What is going on in Chicago?
And then after we got the alert,
you do know what's going to happen, right? It's about to get cold, so those Bears are going to hibernate.
I don't know if you saw what I wrote. I said the Bears need to move to Alaska and be the Alaskan polar bears. You can't say that there's no fucking polar bears in Alaska. Dude, it's becoming like it's a shit show. It's a shit show. Complete fucking clown shit show.
Ready?
And I got 2 more fucking weeks before I throw in this white flag. Again,
you're giving the pack, right? You got Kansas City.
I mean, they got the Chiefs this week. So.
At Chicago,
and I see it. No, Kansas City.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It can be a close. We can lose the game, but if it's a close game, these motherfuckers play their like. I need progression, right? You need to see progression out of Justin Fields and the offense and that fucking defense. If not, you got to fire everybody from top to bottom.
Because you got to understand something. He's in his 3rd year, so this is the year that it's
bro. He's on a 12-game losing streak.
It's like a make or break, right? Because that 5th year
option. I think in 27
like,
games, he's 5-20.
He's
5-22
as a starter.
Yeah,
this is the
since he took over.
This week's matchup with quarterback matchup between him and Mahomes is the most lopsided.
Oh my god!
I just seen it. Mahomes winning percentage is 735, I think, and Justin Fields winning percentage is 185.
And every time I look at Mahomes, I always think about
what if.
You always have to go back.
Forget about it.
Mitchell Trubisky. That's who we chose over fucking. But we don't.
Baby hand.
Nobody thought Mahomes was gonna be this good. Nobody thought Mahomes was gonna be this good. So.
Well, fucking Andy Reid obviously did.
Look at this, Paulo. Look at this. You got to realize This is his first year with weapons, though. You know, this is his first year with real weapons.
Yes, there's no
And
progression.
he ain't doing
You
shit.
know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Danny, this is his third year, right? So like I said before, like this
You
is
know
like,
what an NFL game
Third
is
year
about.
this is his first year with a true number one. You know what I mean? He might pick it up later. I'm hoping he
Listen,
does. He's
this
not
is
a
on
bad
the-
QB.
the way
You know, like he said, he ran around all last year.
it's
but,
two.
you know,
Listen, it's 2 weeks in, right? We're gonna play it's early card and stuff like that. But if this is what Chicago season is gonna be like, you're talking about possibly a whole rebuild, right?
Dude, if
Coaching
we
staff,
get
and
the
even
number one
possibly-
pick again,
yeah,
what if
exactly.
we get the number one pick? Are we gonna give up on? We're gonna pass on Williams?
No, I think that's when you
no,
consider
y'all
trading
taking
Justin
Williams.
Fields.
Y'all taking Killer.
Yeah.
That's
If
what
he
I'm
wants to
saying.
go there.
But not just
Might be
him.
too cold.
May from North Carolina, I heard is a top recruit.
We're not picking another motherfucking North Carolina dude. Hell fucking no. Hell
Tar
fucking
Heels.
no.
No,
No,
he's better.
and they
But
do
Pete,
No.
he's better
And
than
what
Mitch.
about-
He's better than Mitch,
No.
man.
And
No.
what about
Nah, Mitchell is the same way, man.
what
No.
about Dion's
No.
son? If he comes
No.
out, they're saying he could be a top 5.
Shador?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Stop it. Caleb
There will
Williams.
be no more North Carolina guys. No. No.
Caleb Williams.
No,
No.
more
Hey,
North
Caleb-
Carolina.
Caleb Williams going to
No.
one, but that's what I'm saying. If it starts becoming that type of season, it's on the road to it already. Like new coaching staff. I mean, the general manager. I don't know if he will go, but that's when you consider if you got a top 3 pick with these quarterbacks coming out. I think you would have to at least consider moving
Listen,
on from Justin. If there's
listen.
no,
Hey. Week 8. If we're 0-8, motherfucking Tyson Bagent better be starting.
No, they're not going to give up on him.
I don't think they'll give up on Fields either.
No. He'll play the
think
whole
I-
season.
I'm
They might
gonna
they
go
might
with
give up
that.
on
It's
him at the
too
end of the
early in
year,
the
but not the
season.
season.
It's only
I'm
week
done.
2.
They
It's
might
only
give
just
up
bring-
on him at the end of the year.
We should just bring
It's only
fucking
week
Mitch. We should just bring Trubisky back, dude. Honestly. Because this is fucking pathetic. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Can we end this shit right now?
And then
You're
you
making
got to
me-
remember,
I'm
you're
upset.
going against KC. You saw what Chris Jones
Yeah,
did
yeah.
last week. With that dude on the field, that was a problem. That dude
Yeah, we
is a
got
gotta bring
Kansas
back-
City.
Who?
We got Kansas
Who's your
City,
old
Denver,
center? Who's that
Washington.
Pro Bowl center? Who's that Pro Bowl center you had before?
I don't fucking know anymore, man.
It's in the past.
Olin Kreutz?
Olin
that's
Kreutz,
what
bring
we-
him
oh,
back.
that's what
You
we
know,
fucking
that's- yeah.
Bring
They're
Urlacher
okay.
back
He's
with
like-
his
not
hairdo.
coming through that
Bring
tunnel.
Urlacher.
Kreutz is what
Tina
Jason
Tillman, bring
Kelsey
him
is for the
back.
Eagles, man.
Punch the ball out.
You know,
punch
Tillman
the
is
ball
coming
out.
back. He going to lock up some defensive.
Yeah, he about to lock up Allen, whatever his name is.
He
He's
put
going
the
to
hidden
jail.
cameras all around the locker room.
Dude, I seriously want to know what's going on with there. Like, why is FBI agents at your house? Why did you miss last week's
And they
game?
went to the facility too, I think, too.
Yeah,
I think so, because he must have some shit on his. They probably took the laptop and whatever he's been
Oh.
associated with. So he's
Oh.
going to jail.
maybe it has to do with Justin. Maybe it has something to do with Justin Fields. Like this
He
guy
may probably,
sucks.
he probably messing around with Chief Keef out there in Chicago with that
Yes,
that
right.
yayo out
Chief.
there.
Something.
It's not a good start for Chicago at all, man. I'm
right.
a little surprised too. Anyway, like I thought you guys were at least. It was set up for you guys, right? 2-0. Yeah, you guys. Why not? But
Yeah, I mean, we were in the
That one.
game. We were in that Tampa Bay game. Is that pick 6 at the 1 yard line? Like, who the fuck does that? 1 yard line, and you're done.
Game's over. Game's over.
So, because we
Mayfield-
kind of had that momentum going into that play,
yeah,
But
that
it
first
is
drive
what it
was
is.
promising, but
Yeah, Claypool
I
finally
said it's
showed up.
only week 3. You said 4
Yeah,
weeks.
only
4
week
more
3.
weeks?
4 weeks, man. We got 2 more
4
weeks of
weeks.
this
You'll be all
bullshit.
right. You'll be all right.
You
So-
You'll be all right. They're gonna
listen, that division, nobody's going to run away with that division probably. So
So speaking of that, let's which 0-2 team is in trouble?
Ooh,
So you got New England Patriots, Cincinnati Bengals, Houston Texans, Los Angeles Chargers, Denver Broncos, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers, and the Arizona Cardinals. I think it's
I
more
think you can
on
take out like
AFC.
I think you can
Yeah,
take
you
out
can
the
take out.
Cardinals, the Texans,
So let's take
the
out
Panthers,
the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Bears,
Texans.
Texans. So you
I
really
think
got.
the top three is like the Bengals.
I got Bengals, Chargers,
And Minnesota.
Minnesota
Broncos.
for sure.
Broncos, really though?
Broncos.
Like,
I mean, you would expect differently with Sean Payton, right?
games,
Sean Payton supposed to be
You got
the
Sean
savior.
Payton. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got Sean
Their
Payton.
first 2 games were win. I mean,
So,
against
I
Oakland,
say
against
four-
the Raiders, and
We can do
Washington.
4,
That Hail
right?
Mary was awesome.
You can do the 4 teams, but they're all in the AFC though.
Yeah.
not
So
Minnesota.
those 4.
Minnesota.
I mean Minnesota, yeah, Minnesota.
Minnesota's still good. Minnesota's still good. 'Cause
I mean,
there's
would you
Green
put
Bay
would you put the Patriots up there
and-
at 0-2?
Bears? Yeah.
Listen, if the Patriots lose this week, they're done. Like this game against the Jets.
I'm
if
not
they lose,
surprised.
they're done.
I'm not surprised that they're 0-2. I'm not.
I'm not surprised
But
with New England.
They fought in both games.
No, yeah,
New
Bill Belichick's
England
gonna
will
not-
fight every
not-
game. New
not-
England will
not-
fight every game. They're gonna be
No,
in
right,
every game.
exactly. No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bill
Bill
Belichick will
Bill
quit.
I think
Belichick
my
can have his
top-
team ready every week.
My top two
So,
is the Bengals and the Chargers. But my top one is the Bengals because we
Bengals.
expect this from the Chargers. Right? And the reason why I'm saying the Bengals is because what did we say from Joe Burrow? What
jinxed
what
him.
could be what could
I'm
be
sorry.
the problem is his calf, right?
I'm
That
sorry,
it
Joe
can
Burrow.
It can linger and it could be a problem. And now it's saying that it's lingering
re-aggravated it.
and he re-aggravated it and it could be a problem. So to me, the 0-2 team that's in most trouble
Yeah,
is
The
Cincinnati.
Bengals.
Yeah, and I,
Yeah, it's fucking
and
up. It's fucking up my fantasy team too.
I agree. I agree.
You
with
got Burrow?
No,
he
Chase.
got
Chase.
Jamar Chase. I got
And they play this week on Monday night against the Rams. And the Rams was people
And
thought
Burrow-
they were going to be whatever.
and Joe Burrow's not even a lock to play.
So
What do you mean he's not allowed to play?
No, not a lock to play.
Oh, I thought you said allowed.
No,
I said,
no,
man,
no,
he in
no.
trouble like that?
Timeout. Go to that. Listen, they were 0-2 last year, but this 0-2 seems.
Yeah, but it wasn't. He didn't
It's-
have a
yeah,
lingering
it's-
issue.
Dude, they're not produced. The offense looks fucking dead, man.
All
No,
those
no.
damn swing
I mean,
passes, the swing
completely
passes
dead.
to these running backs, it's like, I was watching the game because I have T Higgins, right? But I'm like, well, these swing passes to these running backs, it's like, what happened to taking shots down the field? And Baltimore was out 2 starters in the secondary. For you not to take advantage of that,
Yeah, that's true.
it's a head scratcher. But they were 0-2 last year, but this 0-2 this year is completely different. Like D said, the injury is not seen. He re-aggravated. That's what they're saying. So it looks like it's going to be a problem as the season goes on. And they lost some key players in the offseason on the defense side of the ball, minus Eli Apple. But not taking shots down the field, like
Bro,
it
Jamar
was
Chase has 70 yards.
70 yards. That's nuts.
T. Higgins leads the team with 89.
Yeah, and the most concerning thing too is they're 0-2 in the division and in the AFC. So that's you talk about playing catch up right after, like right off the bat. Week 3, you're already like, that's not because then the Chargers, like he said, I'm not surprised. Listen, Staley needs. I thought he should have got fired last year.
Yeah, I'm hearing all 3 of you guys are saying Cincinnati.
Yeah. I was flip flopping. I was flip flopping between Cincinnati and San Diego. I mean, the LA Chargers.
I say the Chargers. The reason why they were supposed to take that next step this season. New offensive coordinator. They gave the money to Herbert. You got the weapons. A lot of guys who were out last season are back. They're expected to take that jump. For them to start 0-2 and looking as bad as they did defensive-wise, as they did towards the end of the season last year, makes you think, like, what's going on, guys? I think Cincinnati will bounce back.
Here's Danny. The reason why I'm saying Cincinnati is because, the reason why you just said Chargers, right? But we're used to the Chargers doing this, right? And you just said They have the team. They have Herbert. They have everyone's healthy, so
talent-
they can
the
still
talent is
make the
there.
jump. Their best, Cincinnati's best player is Burrow. If he's out, who's their backup
No,
quarterback?
I got you.
coming?
I got you. I
So
understand.
That's who's in trouble. If he doesn't play on Monday, they could lose. And then you're 0-3, and if the Ravens win, you're 3-0. That division's always
but-
a dogfight.
But if he does come back, when he does come back, you have more faith in in Cincinnati.
They've
Not
giving
if
them
you're
the
in a
opportunity
three-game
to win.
hole. Not
You know
if
what I
you're in a
mean?
three-game hole.
They can do
wouldn't.
it. I think
wouldn't.
they can do it. I think they could do
no,
it.
they did it.
They
Listen,
have
they
the
did
we-
it last.
they
They
have
did
the
it last
weapons.
year.
You're right. But
You
if
know,
you're down a three-game
know.
hole and you're down, you already lost to Baltimore in the division. That's 3.5.
Joe Cool.
Bro, it's hard.
Yeah, but you got to look at
Because-
the Bengals are, for the past 2 years, Super Bowl contending team,
Yes.
right? They went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Last year they lost in the conference championship game.
Mhm.
I mean, they got pretty much the same team. They're just not performing. I think the Bengals probably are the most disappointing team.
It's just because the way
mean,
they
you-
look, like the way they
Right.
look.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like
it
they're-
could all
they're
okay. That's why this whole shit in the beginning of the year is 0-2. Big deal, right? That's why you wait until week 4, week 5, week 6, just to see exactly.
Yeah. Well, they
Where-
say
where
they say
thi-
the
where
first
things
4
are.
weeks. They say the first 4 weeks now is extended preseason. So
Right.
you know what I mean? Because all these star
That's
players.
why.
can
That's
play.
why I'm really not worried about Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati.
That's why the Dolphins
still
are
get
2-0
there.
because they're playing preseason
Cincinnati-
fucking games. You know what I mean?
You know, the reason why I said the Chargers was because they're playing like they played towards the end of
Yeah,
last
but the
year.
fucking Chargers
You know what I
suck
mean?
every single fucking year.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
but you're
time out.
expecting this season.
Yeah,
You're expecting
no.
them to bounce.
Yeah,
and
Hell
be
no.
They're-
One of the
they're-
top notch.
their head
I was
coach-
looking at them as a top
Hey,
notch.
No,
Listen.
listen. I'm with you, Danny. Like,
Every
they
fucking
might be-
year,
might
they
set
are
one
9-7, 8-8, 7-9.
with that
Every
talent.
single fucking year. What makes you
That's
think this
why
year's
they're
gonna be any
disappointed,
different?
and that's why I think they're disappointed. I
No.
thought they were going to be different.
I think.
thought so. I thought so.
I don't think.
No,
like, I
dude,
don't think. I don't
Austin
think so.
Eckler doesn't want to be there. That team is in shambles. Like Herbert needs to just go to fucking Chicago, win a
Oh,
fucking
no,
Super
this
Bowl.
guy's-
We good.
This guy's just look.
I'm just saying.
Already.
Hey, listen, he don't want to be there. I don't think he wants to play there. Austin
just
Eckler
got
don't want to be
paid.
there. The Bears can afford him.
But he got paid. He's in California. He's in California.
He's chilling. He's chilling.
He's
He's
chilling.
chilling.
Dude, there's
Exactly.
Dude, that
You know?
fucking state is a fucking shithole. California
shithole.
is a fucking shithole.
Chicago's better.
I don't like.
Yeah,
Where?
bro, you need to go to
Underrated
Chicago.
outside.
You need to go to Chicago. I mean, outside of Chicago, yeah, but it's still Chicago. The suburbs of Chicago is still Chicago.
No,
Li-
in all
listen,
rea- in all-
listen,
But that
the
team,
Char-
listen,
the Chargers
every year
going
it's
to-
the same shit. You're
Yeah, you're
an
right.
average. You're an average fucking team every year.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's why it doesn't surprise. That's why I'm going with the. I'm going with Cincinnati just because the way they look. Even with Burrow, and I understand the calf injury and stuff. Maybe he's not 100%. Or clearly now we know that he's not 100%. But it's just the way they look. Like even on Sunday, like I think there was one drive that they just like they threw more swing passes to run. And like mind you try to stay ahead of the
They
sticks.
want to get Zach
all the
Taylor
time.
fired.
Yeah, but no,
No.
Staley needs to get fired.
Staley's
Staley
gonna
needs to get
fired
fired.
before
And listen,
Both of them
and
get
don't
fired.
and listen. They hired Kellen Moore for a reason. Because
He'll be the
I
quarterback.
think,
He'll be the
I
head
think,
coach soon.
yeah, and I think if Staley gets fired, they're going to promote Kellen Moore to be the head coach.
That'd be the
but
first thing they do.
but Staley, but I'm not. The reason why I'm not surprised Chargers are 0-2 is because that's what we're used to seeing from the Chargers now. Like they shoot themselves in the foot as much as any team in the NFL. They're just his decision making to where to go when they go for fourth down in certain parts of the field is head scratching. You know what I mean? And to have and even on defense, they have crazy talent. And they gave them what 36 to Miami, right? 36 to Miami.
Yeah. 36
And
to Miami.
27
They should have beat
to a
Miami.
Titans team that their offense is really not that juggernaut.
They
Like,
should
you know
have.
what I
They
mean?
should have
Like,
beat whatchamacallit. They should have beat Miami, and they should have beat the Titans too.
listen.
Ryan Tannehill went 20 for 24
Yeah.
for 246 and a touchdown.
And the week
That-
before, he had 3 interceptions and looked like he should get.
That's Alex Smith type numbers right there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Chargers at
Ball
Vikings
control.
this week. Chargers at Vikings this week, so somebody's looking at staring themselves at 0-3.
The Vikings.
There's gonna be some. I think this might be a turning point in the NFL this weekend.
The Vikings 0-2, but like I said, NFC, you could get away with probably getting 9 wins,
Especially in the North, yeah.
Yeah, it is in the North too. Yeah,
I mean, the
Detroit had that.
Packers. I think the Packers are going to be a mediocre team with Jordan Love. Even though a lot of people didn't think so, I think he's come out and surprised. I think even the Packer fans.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised a little bit that they blew that 24-12 lead.
Yeah.
Well, he's still
It's gonna
playing
be
without one of their top receivers too, so you got to give him some time. Yeah, Crystal
Yeah.
Watson
Since Paulo,
hasn't been down
since
yet.
since Paulo likes to, since Paulo's trying to get Justin Herbert to Chicago, I'm gonna say, listen, we can use a tight end because Atlanta sure as hell doesn't know how to use Kyle Pitts. We can use them. Jesus Christ, all that like.
Now they got-
Listen,
Listen, they
send
got
Mike Williams to
Bijan
the Giants
Robinson.
then. Send
Hey,
Mike
that
Williams
Rob-
to the Giants then. Come
That
on.
Robinson kid, man.
Oh no, he's gonna be special.
He's gonna be a fucking special kid, man. It's a
How you
damn
not-
shame he has to play in Atlanta, though. He should be in fucking a Bears uniform, honestly.
No, Jesus, my God.
What?
Everybody to the Bears.
Hey, we've been a good running team over the past couple of years. Dude, I think if he was in the Bears uniform, he'd probably run for like 2,500 yards minimum.
Maybe. Minimum.
If Patrick Mahomes was in Chicago, you know how you and Tone like to say, "What was Jay Cutler MVP, Mitchell Trubisky MVP before the season?" You guys would it would literally be a fact, like Patrick Mahomes for MVP.
They ran the ball Atlanta 45 times.
Yeah, that's who they are. They're between him and Algier.
Rid-
They're gonna
Rid-
Yeah, Algier's
Ritter,
not a bad
Ryder,
back.
whatever his name is,
Algier's
the
not a
quarterback,
bad back.
Desmond Ritter. He ran the ball 10 times as a quarterback, but Robinson had 19 and Algier had 16. Well, I guess they're splitting the time, but Bijan looks like he's
How
ready.
long that's gonna last? You think?
Yeah, because this guy's coming back too, Cordell Patterson.
Cordell
And he's
Patterson.
probably gonna get some time too. So, but that 1-2 punch between, I wouldn't even put Patterson in the game. What's the point? You're gonna have 3 running backs. You're just gonna take time from somebody else. Just leave those 2 guys doing in.
But how about
You're a surprise team.
how much we know about football? How the NFC South has 3 2-0 teams. Like you can't we sit here us anywhere. It don't matter. Even
That
in ESPN,
dude-
nobody knows what they're talking about, man.
That
Because-
dude, Tyler Algier, has more attempts than Bijan Robinson does.
For now.
in the season.
That's gonna change though.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Week
change. It's
one,
the
he
same
had
thing with
4.
the same thing with the Jets with Cook and Brees Hall. It's gonna change. You guys are
Listen,
gonna take over.
Herbert to the Bears, we'll be all right.
Herbert to the oh, Jesus.
It's
I just want Kyle Pitts, man. That poor guy is.
Hey man, it's gonna be a great weekend. There's some great college football games this weekend.
Oh yeah, it is.
top
Yeah,
one is your boys of Colorado going to well, it's gonna suck because this guy got injured. What's his name?
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis.
That
Hunter.
game was insane. They wanted to kill each other.
Man,
And
I fell
let me tell you
asleep
guys, like,
in the fourth
I
quarter.
stood up and watched that
Hold on.
It
game.
was personal.
God.
Let me
It's
send out
personal.
a little.
Oh, we're switching to college
you know,
football.
Just a little quick reminder because Paulo said it was going to be some good games, and one
No,
of the
it
good
is.
games this week
There
is
is.
Colorado versus USC, right?
Yeah.
But let me send out a quick.
Oh, Colorado, Oregon.
Oregon. The
Next week
after
is
yeah.
USC.
Colorado,
week, yes.
Colorado, Oregon's gonna be a real good game too. I think Oregon's gonna dominate them, but it is what it is. But fans, right? Let me tell you what you are. You're a fan of a game, right? You're not a hitman. I get it. The kid hurt a player. You don't have to death threaten anyone. You're not gonna kill anyone. Let the player go. Like, why in the fuck is this kid receiving death threats? Like, how?
Because he knew. Yeah, but you gotta understand, right?
It's a fan.
He-
You can't. I'm not gonna sit there and.
This is the problem. This is the problem with sports, right? I think people get emotionally attached to these teams. For instance, there was a guy who got beat to death at the Miami Patriots game.
Yeah, that's why I hate going to games. I hate going to games.
That's what I'm
There's no
saying.
point. There's no point of going.
I
Yeah.
hate going to
It's
games.
just-
God forbid. I've been to Jet games in MetLife or whatever you want to call it, Meadowlands.
You
Cowboy
own
Stadium.
no
Oh,
part.
no.
Your team.
Yeah, but you own no part. You own no part of the team.
Only the
You have
Packers do.
nothing.
Only the Packers do.
Right. But like this is nonsense. Like it just that's why I hate people in general,
I do too.
and I hate going to public events where there's so many people because you can't enjoy yourself. I mean, you just
No.
wearing a certain type of hat, you get attacked for no reason.
You seen
I'd
that
rather
Viking
stay
fan?
away from that shit.
You seen that Viking fan on Thursday
make
night?
any sense,
He had a
bro.
sign. He had a sign saying, "Please don't hurt me. I'm a nice guy." Like
Alright,
it shouldn't be like that.
That's
man.
what you have to do
Yeah,
now.
But it's the truth though. Look, I went to the Dolphin game last year in Miami against the Bills, right, bro? It was me, Hondo, our cousin, 2 Buffalo Bills fans to the left of us, 2 Buffalo Bills fans to the right of us, and then Dolphin fans as well. Bro, we bugged. I had good times with the Bills fans and the Dolphin fans. When they scored, they talk shit. When we scored, we talk shit. We at the end of the day, when the game was over, we high-fived each other, all of us, and we went our separate ways. We said to them to fuck the Bills, fuck the Dolphins. It is what it is. Bro, I'm not gonna punch you in the face if the Dolphins lose. I could care less.
Some people bring their personal issues to the game.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's why this tailgating shit is out of hand. There's no reason for motherfuckers to be getting up at 7 in the morning and start drinking your ass off. That's the
It's
problem.
awesome though. It's
It
awesome.
is. It is.
But
It's an
you
experience.
gotta learn how to control
Some of them don't.
your it's all emotional shit,
Listen,
man. Like people
as much
this world is like mentally fucking unstable.
And listen, another thing,
And it's
That's
not every
pretty much it.
and it's not every stadium though. It's not every stadium.
99% of the time it is. D. It doesn't
You know,
matter
it's-
where you
no,
go.
you see
It don't matter where you
I'll
go,
tell you
dude.
what it is.
it don't matter where
Every
you go.
stadium is like that.
Listen,
If I'm at
Every.
home,
I went to see the
I'll talk
Orange.
shit.
I went to see the Orange play South Carolina a few years back, and to be honest,
Bro,
we
the
had to feel
college kids are worse than the NFL dudes.
They might be. Yeah.
you know, I had a great time out there. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Everybody
I'm gonna
was
be honest with you
respect,
guys.
everybody
Right?
was
If I'm at home watching a game, I talk shit. If a player, fuck him, I hate him, motherfucker. I hope you get hit by a truck. I'll say the dumbest.
Christ.
I don't mean it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
mean it. I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, you
driving
do.
the truck. I won't run it. I'm gonna
Listen,
fucking-
we-
got that look in your eye, D.
Listen, we
But these
we-
fucking people, they take it to the extreme, man.
listen, we
I will never send a message to somebody saying, you know what, I'm gonna slit your throat because you hurt one of my. Man, grow the fuck up, man. Grow up.
listen,
These players have families they gotta go home to. Grow up. Grow
But
up.
at the same
Listen,
time,
we
we're
all-
talking about that game.
us four, our
Right.
family, we go crazy for football. But what game?
That game. That kid knew what the fuck he was doing.
They all did. They wanted to
Okay.
hate each other. They all knew.
He knew. I mean, when you go around your teammate
Yeah.
to make that cheap shot, he should have been
And
kicked
the
out
ball,
the fucking
the ball
game.
was already on the ground.
He
The,
should've.
the
He
ball was
should've.
already
He
on
should
the
have been
ground, too.
kicked out the
Oh, he
game
should've.
right from the get go. The refs let that shit go on.
Way
The
too
refs
long.
should have said
Way too long.
the refs should have set the message right from the beginning.
Way too long.
Plain
And
and
all
simple.
and all respect goes out to Dion for his press conference where he said, listen, was it a dirty play? Yes, but the kid doesn't deserve the death threat. And all respect to Travis Hunter, who had his podcast still and said, bro, it's football. We do that. Like, don't hate on the kid for doing it because that's what we were all doing. It's football. It is what it is.
I hate the kid for doing that because he knew what he was doing. It was a cheap
Okay,
shot. That
let's
shit
talk-
is done.
Okay, so let's talk about that. A cheap
Who
shot,
started
right?
that? Who started that? His coach.
Hold on.
His coach.
Let's talk about a cheap shot.
Pound
So we're doing that.
cheese.
Let's talk
Pound
about a
cheese.
cheap shot. Now let's go into the NFL. That Nick Chubb hit, that injury, was that a cheap shot?
No.
I think it was. There's no
It was
reason
a-
why Minka Fitzpatrick went down to his knees. You could have hit him in the chest, bro.
It's a football play though.
Not
It's
a football play.
it's
The
a
guy went-
football
no,
play.
He could have went to the chest.
no.
Wait, I think somebody
No.
hit him. It was up top.
Man.
No.
I think
No.
He
somebody was
didn't
up
have
top.
to go to the knees. He didn't
No.
have to go to
Yes,
his
you
knees.
do. It's
didn't
always
have
been
to
that
go.
way. That's a different. Listen, that's a different play than what that kid did. The kid went.
No, yeah,
Kid went around.
that was dirty.
What he did was it was a fucked up play, but it was still a clean football play.
It shouldn't be though. It shouldn't be. What the kid did. To,
So then,
Travis Kelce,
I mean, so they shouldn't really tackle a player then.
not from the knees.
Why
It's
not?
not a tackle.
It doesn't matter. It's a football
Trying to bring
play.
him down.
You don't. When you train a kid to tackle, it's hit him here and drive him through. You don't hit him in the knee. You're gonna.
But hey, it's by any means necessary.
What makes it look worse?
Again.
What makes it look worse? What makes it look worse is I think somebody
was
from
holding
Pittsburgh.
him up.
Somebody from Pittsburgh already had Chubb, and he
And
still. That's what makes it look bad.
That makes it look worse. He didn't have to go down there.
He must have talked shit to him before the game. I don't know.
That's fucked up. He didn't have to do that. That to me was dirty.
Penalties are still going on in the league.
Let's talk. Listen, hey Paulo.
What?
Paulo.
Huh?
You're Clemson Tigers, right?
Florida
State.
Yep.
They winning?
Oh no, are they playing?
No, on Saturday at 12:00. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, are they going to win? This is their season on the line.
It's at Clemson?
It's at Clemson, yes.
No. But the U's gonna win.
They play Temple.
Doesn't matter. It's a football game.
They play Temple.
It's a football game.
The Orange are gonna win. 4-0, baby. 4-0.
Your quarterback's play action is on point,
what?
man. You know?
I'm telling you.
Listen, game of the week is
looking
Ohio.
nice.
We could talk about Colorado and Oregon, but game of the week is Ohio State at Notre Dame. That's the game of the week. One, especially for Notre Dame. Well, Notre Dame still has Clemson and stuff like that in the schedule, but I think Notre Dame needs this win more than what Ohio State. Ohio State can afford to lose one and still win the Big Ten.
Next time I see D, I'm gonna step on your toe.
That's a dirty play, man.
Okay.
What's his name? This one,
You.
right?
You.
Who are you pointing at?
This one, right?
Step on your fucking toe.
Gonna hurt.
That's my dirty play.
Yeah, it wasn't good to me.
All right, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
For anyone watching, just subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Hit below. Just click.
D likes it when we get new subscribers. D said he'll give
it.
out.
I
D
give you a
said
heart
every.
like this. I'll send you a heart like this.
D said he's gonna give out $50 to every new subscriber we get.
This D right here. He just hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you hit. I feel like you win that
every year.
Every freaking year.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, do you know how many times I've woken up and they're congratulating you on this fucking guy won again?
Oh, man, listen.
Were you in Newark at 7 a.m. like they said?
Listen, I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, I drove by. I went to pick Tony up. I was like, yo, can we go to Polly's house to pick up the money? You know, can we do that? He was like, nah, she's gonna come to work. I was like, all right, then I'm waiting at the parking lot. So I was in the parking lot all day, man. I'm over here looking at lumber, I'm looking at sheetrock and stuff. I'm trying to go bring some of that stuff home. You know? So I bought me a nice shovel.
Let's do this again on Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
We'll
looking
be
at
back.
I'm gonna start looking at the pics.
So from now on, we're gonna try to start doing it every Tuesday, Wednesday?
Either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Perfect.
We'll try to make it
do it 2 days
twice
a week. Yeah, perfect. So everyone, thank you for subscribing and checking our page and all the views. Continue to do it, and we'll keep supplying the views to you guys and all the content. I hope you guys love it. And listen, fins up. Let's get going.
How about them Cowboys?
Man,
you guys
I
have
ain't
a good day.
Shit. Bye.
Let's go.
Danny's frozen.